Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Tuesday. Happy Election Day in the United States. I had to put a coat on because I'm sitting here and I waited too long and now it's raining. My plan was to walk as soon as I got done with my vlog, and it just started raining like a half an hour ago. So it's just kind of a little bit of a sprinkle right now, but the pavement's pretty wet. So depending on what happens with the weather depends on whether or not I get to walk tonight. But I wasn't going to walk tonight anyway because I was supposed to go to a meeting with Tanya Jean. But that is not happening because we were going to go to our home group meeting tonight. And our home group, I'm going to light these candles. I brought a lighter out tonight, I remembered. Where our home group is also where the voting polls are. So they are moving it to a different place, which is very, very small. And so we were like, okay, let's just opt out of going tonight. And then we were thinking about going to a meeting at a different place, but the last time that we went to that meeting, it was Tanya and I and two other people. So I said, do you want to just wait till next week or the week after to go back to our home group or this other meeting? And she's like, yeah, let's just do that. She's like, I'm really tired anyway. She's like, she's been going all day today. So we're just going to stay in tonight. Not go to the meeting. I'm lighting the pumpkin candle right now. I'm having a hard time getting this one. It's got 2 wicks in it. I'm having a hard time getting this. Which, in all honesty, I was excited about seeing Tanya Jean and going to the meeting, but I'm also kind of excited just to stay home because I am kind of exhausted. And I also had, last night was, since everything that's happened with Boo, I think and I'm talking long before he passed away, I'm talking about the last 6 weeks. Last night was probably the best night that I've had in a very long time, and I would like a little bit of a recreation of it tonight. So last night was really, really good. It's currently, hold on a second, it is currently 6:32 p.m. It's probably a little warm to have this coat on. I want to see what the temperature is. The temperature is currently, it's hot inside. Our house is hot. It's 65 and cloudy outside. What does it say about the rain? Rain expected around 6:45. Well, it came early. Potential for heavy rainfall tonight. So, oh yeah, it's thunderstorms all the way until, looks like 3 a.m. Yeah, it looks till like 3 a.m. it's going to be heavy rain. So my walk may not be happening tonight. Which is okay, because last night, I just poured some more coffee. I had a little bit of a cup earlier today, and now I just poured, cheers, I poured this to be able to come out here and hang out with y'all tonight. So, but last night I got a good walk in. I walked for an hour and 23 minutes last night, and, well, I had 13 minutes left of God of the Woods, and then I came home, and I was talking to Nikki. She had read it already, and I was like, I'm so confused by how the book is ending. And she's like, I don't even remember, because she read it like a month ago. And so she went in and she like looked at the last page, and, hey, how are you? And I was like, I couldn't see. I was like, who is that? It's my neighbor next door walking her dog in the rain. She's got her big coat on and her hat and everything. So I said, I got 13 minutes left. I said, let me finish the book, listening to the book, and then I will call you back. So I called her back and we talked about the book. It was good. I'm going to do I was going to do it today, but my day just kind of got away from me. And I also woke up today. We'll just talk about the book. The book was good. I'm going to do a full reaction to it over my Peter Likes Book channel. I thought it was a great book. I thought it was extremely well written. Liz Moore, the author, is an unbelievable writer. I mean, it's poetic in ways, and the backstory and the history. It just was a lot. It just was so much to keep up with. And it was actually a very simple thriller, and I don't think that you needed all of the history. I mean, I think you needed some of the history, but not all of the history for the telling of the book. So I got kind of lost in the history, and then I finished that and I turned around and I started I have 2 books to read this week. They're actually really pretty short. Both of them are about 5 hours long. One's like 4.5 and the other one's 5. The first book for a True Crime Book Club, because our live stream's on Sunday, and the first one is College Girl Missing about Lauren Spurrier. It's the case of the girl that went missing from Indiana University. I think it was like 10 or 15 years ago, maybe. I think it was like 15 years ago. And has never been found. And then I'm getting like hit with rain right now because it's getting windy. But it actually feels kind of nice. Feels kind of nice on my face. And then the second one is called Betting on Lefty, and that was the October book that Mel picked for her birthday. And it's about, like, mobsters in Las Vegas or something like that. Actually looks pretty interesting. I don't usually love the mafia books. Mel loves those, but this one looks good. I mean, I read them, but the Iceman that one was good. But I'm excited about reading both those books. So I'm going to finish those books this week and then get back into reading the October and the September and October books for Peter's book club. And then I'll be completely caught up. So we'll have 2 cozy mysteries to read that I announced like 2 months ago. But now that I'm walking, I mean, like, if it doesn't heavy rain, I might try to walk and just try to walk around this area. And then if it starts picking up rain, I can just come home. But with walking, like an hour and a half a night, I mean, I can finish a book in 2 to 3 days, and I'm really loving my walking. I ordered new compression shorts because the ones that I had were too big. I bought extra large, and the compression parts, I love the shorts that I have. They're like compression shorts built into running shorts, and so I bought, I think I talked about this on here already, I bought large instead of extra large, and they came today, and I tried them on, and they're perfect. I really like them, but the compression part of it was kind of riding up a little bit. And then my pedometer came today, so I'm gonna pull that out tonight. I showed it over on a haul that I did on my Peter Does Stuff channel, but I'm gonna start using that tomorrow and clip it to myself. And we are doing Cousin Fun Day tomorrow. Caroline's coming a little bit after 12, I think 12:15 tomorrow to pick me up. I don't really have a lot of errands to run tomorrow, so I don't know what we'll do. Probably do Costco and go to the post office and get coffee somewhere, and I'm sure she's got some errands that she's got to run and stuff like that. So that'll be tomorrow. And then, is it supposed to rain tomorrow? I don't think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Let's get back to, that's the other thing. If I take off, who texted me? Nikki did. She said she got a bunch of pizza. I'm actually thinking about, I've been eating really pretty good. I don't think I've really lost a lot of weight. But I haven't been eating that bad, and I'm really thinking about tonight getting from Puccini's, which is like one of my favorite restaurants. They have this vegetarian pizza there that's called the Paparazzi, and they have an 8-inch one that's like 4 pieces. I really can't eat that much anymore. Like when I sit down to eat, like I'm not that hungry, and so I'm thinking about getting a salad and a little Paparazzi pizza tonight, because I haven't really been eating bad at all. And you know, like on Sunday, I like for brunch, I got the Fat Rabbit, which is pretty healthy, and didn't even eat the other half of the sandwich. So I've been doing pretty good, and with the walking as well. So I'm like, you know what, I might treat myself tonight, because I just kind of want to have a cozy, relaxing night. So yeah, so let's talk about last night. Last night was really, it was a great night for me. I don't even know that when I sat down to vlog, I really, truly understood, like, how getting back into making videos was so good for me. I'm, like, pulling you guys closer because I want to step back for a little bit. I don't think that I really even got, like, how healthy it was for me to go back to filming videos yesterday. I don't even think I got it until, like, I almost got done with my walk and I came home, I took a shower. It was so good for me. I was in such a great mood after I filmed videos, and like a lot of people commented and were like, you're doing, it was really sweet. People were like, you're doing really good getting back to making videos, take your time, you know, go slow. And I think it was just also the coming back felt weird from taking a week off, but also, like, I wasn't sure about the routine of, like, Boo Radley not being here, and it was weird. It was weird, like, not taking him out and stuff like that. And, you know, I was thinking, like, I was staying in the kitchen earlier cleaning some stuff up, and I was thinking about Cousin Fun Day tomorrow, and I was thinking about, like, what time I have to, like, start getting ready and whatever, because she's gonna be here at, like, 12:15, and so, like, before, with Boo, I would have to get up at a certain time to make sure that I got him outside, got him food, got him a treat, got him ready. But I don't have to do that anymore. And so it, like, I was like, and it kind of, like, it's those kinds of things that kind of shock me a little bit, you know? I wasn't super, I missed the little guy, but I wouldn't say that I was, like, overcome with grief last night. I filmed the vlog, and I got all my videos up. All my videos are up right now that I filmed today, and this is the last one, so I'm gonna film this, and then, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really want to walk, but I don't want to walk and get soaked. I tried that a couple, I don't know, it was like a month ago, and I got caught in Alex was texting me. He's like, are you okay? Like, how far away? Because, you know, we track each other on our phone, so he could see. He was like, are you coming back? And I was like, yeah, I'm turning around right now. I think I even talked about that on here, because he was like, well, don't get caught in the rainstorm. And then, like, right after that, it rained. And I, like, really couldn't see that well and stuff like that. So if I walk, I'll probably just walk around our neighborhood, like, a bunch of times tonight. And it won't equal an hour, but at least, even if I get 20 or 30 minutes in. So last night I finished the vlog, and I got the vlog up. I'm trying to think of, like, right after the vlog what I did. Alex, like, heated some food up. I think he heated up his Cuban from Sunday, and he was watching some, I don't even remember what he was watching. He was watching something downstairs. And so I said, I think I'm going to go on a walk. And he said, okay. And I didn't really think it was going to be that long. And so I said, I don't know how long I'll be. It was later, because I got started later last night. And so I said, I don't know. It was a beautiful night, though, last night. And I said, I don't know how long I'll be gone. And I went a completely, like, different way than I've been going. Like, every night I've been going, like, a different way. And, I ended up going out the back gate this way and through some of these side streets over here, but I didn't do it the way that I usually do it. And I got really into my book, and I really enjoyed it, and it was beautiful outside last night. And the only reason I stopped at an hour and 23 minutes was because I got back in this neighborhood, and, to go further, I would have had to have, like, gone through the neighborhood and then back out again. And then once you leave the neighborhood, like, to go up that street, it's like a lot. And I was like, just come back home. You don't need to push yourself. I would like to get up to walking 2 hours a day is kind of my goal. Or close to that. So, and maybe doing, like, an hour earlier in the day and an hour later in the day. I don't know how I'll do it. But I like walking for longer periods of time when everything's done, because it's very relaxing for me to just listen to an audiobook. I did just go right into listening to the audiobook last night. So it was nice. So I got back, and Alex and I were, like, hanging out talking for a little bit, and then I took a shower. Alex and I watched something last night. We watched House of Villains last night. Got caught up on House of Villains after I took my shower and stuff. And then after House of Villains, it was late by that point, because I don't think I got back until, like, after, I think it was like 9-something when I got back. And then I took a shower, so we didn't start watching House of Villains till like 10, and he had to be up early today. He had to be up at 6. So, and then the heat guy was supposed, the furnace guy was supposed to come today from 2 to 4, but he ended up coming early. I'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, so when Alex went to bed, I was like, I'm going to lay down for a little bit. And I was like, I don't know, it's like the walking just makes me feel so calm and relaxed. I could just, like, feel like my whole body, like, radiating. And I just laid there in bed, and we talked about Boo for a little bit. We talked about Pee-Pee and Tucker a little bit, too, last night. When Alex fell asleep. Reminded me of that scene, if you've ever seen the movie To Kill a Mockingbird, and there's a scene when Atticus is sitting on the front porch. I don't know why it reminded me of this. We weren't saying anything like that, but there was a scene when Atticus, it's at the beginning of the film, and Atticus is sitting on the front porch, and he can hear Scout and Jim talking as they're falling asleep, and Scout's asking Jim questions about their mother, and she says, did you love her? And he's like, yes. And she says, did I love her? And he says, yes. Anyway, it kind of reminded me of that, because Alex was, like, falling asleep, and I was, like, asking him questions about the dogs and stuff. It was sweet. But I laid there for, like, an hour, and I just was so relaxed. I just was so comfortable. It was longer than an hour. I laid there for, like, an hour and a half. I finally fell asleep, and I was so comfortable. I just was so relaxed. And so, I think that's actually, after I got up, was when, anyway, I was like, I don't remember when I finished the book now, if it was right after I came home or if it was after I got up from my nap. I don't really remember. But I was so relaxed, and I came downstairs. I must have got up after, it was like 12 or 12:15 when I got up, because I was waiting for Dragula, and Dragula doesn't come on until midnight on Shudder. And so I came downstairs, and I lit all the candles. I, like, lit a bunch of candles last night. It was real cozy down here. And I made a Diet Dr. Pepper, and I watched Dragula, and I was so into it. And then I talked on the phone after that. I can't remember. Maybe it was Nikki or Tanya. Tanya and I talked a couple times yesterday. But anyway, talked on the phone, and then I went inside. Oh, I was telling Tanya yesterday when we were talking, I was like, I kept on thinking about this when I was walking yesterday. I was like, I want a really good show to watch. Like, I don't want like 5 seasons. I want like 1 season. And I was talking to her, I was saying like Mayor of Easttown, because I kept on thinking of that when I was walking. I think Kate Winslet's in it. And there's another one that she did. I think it was, no, it wasn't her. Maybe it was. It was called Unbelievable. It was on Netflix or something. And then the one with Nicole Kidman that was on HBO Max where she was married to Hugh Grant, like something like that, or Perfect Couple. I wanted like a show that's like 1 season, 6 to 8 episodes that I just cannot stop watching. That's what I wanted last night, right? And so I was like I had like screenshot. Here, I'll tell you guys the shows that I screenshot. Because I went through and I Googled, who texted me? I Googled shows like Mayor of Easttown, and these are the shows that came up that I screenshot to watch. Hold on. My video is right here that I was uploading. I can delete that. Oh, come on, get out. Okay. Because all my videos. Oh, this book that I saw somebody reading, it's called Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio. Has anybody heard of that? Okay, and then this other book called The Dead of Winter. It's supposed to be a Christmas book. The Demons, Witches, and Ghosts of Christmas by Sarah Clegg. Okay, and then these sheets from L.L. Bean that I love. They look very similar to other stuff that we have. Okay, so this movie called Florida Man, 2023. A disgraced cop is forced to return to his home state of Florida for a shady mission only to get swept up in a treasure hunt. Has anybody watched that? Then Disclaimer. Well, it's not all out yet on Apple. But Disclaimer I want to watch. Who's that with? Like, why can't I think of her name? Not Kate Blanchett is in that. And then The Outsider, which is actually based on a Stephen King book, is on Max. I have that one. And then The Fall. A lot of people have told me to watch The Fall. I think it's 3 seasons. It's on Tubi. But it's with the gal that was in... I think she was the one that was in... what's the show with Scully and the aliens and all that kind of stuff? And then The Clearing. I think Tanya watched that. Did you guys hear it just started pouring down rain? That's on Hulu. Tell Me Your Secrets. 3 characters, each with their own troubling backstory, are pushed to the edge as the truth about their past and motives becomes murkier. That's on Amazon Prime. Yeah, that's it. So, I was going through and I was looking at these shows last night, and I was on Paramount for some reason. I don't know why. And at the top of it had like Elsbeth, Matlock, things like that. Well, so many of you guys have told me that I would love Elsbeth and Matlock. Caroline watched Elsbeth and she just was kind of like okay about it. And I'd watched the trailer and I wasn't really like that sold on it. I've talked about Elsbeth since last year when season 1 was on. So it's now on season 2. The first season's like 10 episodes. And it's now on season 2. So I went in and I watched the trailer again. I was like, eh. And I went and I watched the trailer for Matlock, and I was like, this is good, but there's only 4 episodes out. I think with Matlock, what I'm going to do is, this week, I'm going to watch an episode a night, so that I can, like, get, like, so that then I'm watching Matlock as it comes out each week, because I think I'd like to integrate it into one of my new shows that I'm watching. So I was like, well, you know what? So many people have told me that I would like Elsbeth. Let's just try it. So first of all, I just want to say, to all of you people that have recommended me Elsbeth out there, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, because it is fantastic. And, you know, like, when you're going through something, and you just need, like, if you could just concoct the perfect show for the moment that you're going through in your life, like, that was Elsbeth for me last night. I watched 2 of the episodes, and back to back, and I just was completely just blown away. I mean, it's not even the greatest show in the entire world. So if you haven't watched it, it's about this woman, and her name is Elsbeth, and she's from Chicago. And she comes to New York because she's an attorney, and she's supposed to watch over, like, the actions of the... Oh, Alex must have just come downstairs because he's getting in the refrigerator. And she's, like, supposed to, like, be making sure that the police are doing what they're supposed to be doing at the New York City. So she's like an attorney that came in for that. But she's got like a very keen eye, and so she notices stuff that other people don't notice. It kind of reminds me of Murder, She Wrote a little bit. And she's very funny and very sweet. Like there's a scene when she's getting out of the cab, and she's talking to the cab driver, and she goes, I hope your mom does okay. And she's very my kind of people. Like, and just very sweet. It's kind of cozy mystery-ish a little bit, honestly. If you like Elsbeth, then you would love to read cozy mysteries. And so it's these crimes that happen, and then she solves them. And at first, the police are kind of pissed because she's figuring out all these cases and they don't want her really, like, involved in it. But then they kind of, I mean, I'm only on the 3rd episode. I started it last night and I paused it right as it started because I was like, no, I want to go into it tonight. But it was so homey and so cozy, and I had all the candles lit. And I ended up making a cup of coffee for that. It was so nice drinking it. I mean, it takes place, like, during the colder months in New York City. And she's just, like, she's just a lovable character. And I was like, and I was so cozy last night. And the walk, I just felt content. I was like, this was like a perfect evening, you know? After everything, like, it was a really, really good night. Yesterday was a good day. I came back and I made videos, and people were so sweet and kind about it, and gave me so much support. And so many people, like, direct messaged me last night on Instagram and just were like, hey, Peter, like, I know you're having a tough time, you know, like, take your time. Like, I loved your videos today. And, it was really nice. It was the return that I kind of, like, needed, I guess. And it also made me realize that I don't have to come full force. Now, today I end up, like, this is my 5th video. I did film a lot of videos today, but I kind of was like, if tomorrow I go on Cousin Fun Day and I just film a vlog, And I think, like, for the next week or two, like, that's just kind of how I'm going to take it day by day. And just, I'm like, my legs are getting soaked right now from the rain. The rain sounds even pretty. I don't know, I think I'm, like, really at the acceptance part of grief, and I just have accepted that this is just, you know, that he's gone, and I'm sad about it. But I also want to, like, continue to enjoy each and every moment of my life, you know, and be grateful for everything. Oh, he just turned the lights off. And that's where I'm at today. I'm still sad. I have moments throughout the day where I cry and get upset, and then, you know, move on. I think making videos where I'm laughing, like, I did this video today about the Manhattan alien abduction, and I just laughed through the whole thing. It was so good for me. Like, I did it for my Peter Watches TV channel. When I got done with it, I just was like, it was so good for me to make the video. And so I watched Elsbeth, but I knew that, like, my plan was to get up early today and film videos before the guy came for the furnace at 2 o'clock. And so I was going to get up at, like, 10, and I was going to film all my videos. And when he came, however long it took him, from 2 to, he was supposed to be here from, like, anywhere, show up between 2 and 4, that I would just be like, after that, I just film my vlog and I'd be done early, and then I could take a walk and whatever. And then, because Tanya and I weren't sure yet if we were still going to the meeting last night. We kind of talked about, like, we were, like, still looking to see, like, the voting places and what we were going to do. So, and we were going to maybe just hang out if we didn't go to the meeting, but she's so exhausted today because she's been standing on her feet all day long. And so, anyway, so I was like, I'm going to go to bed a little bit earlier so I can get up and I can film these videos. Well, I had a really hard time falling asleep last night, probably because I had the fantastic nap and relaxed late last night. But I had a really hard time falling asleep. It took me forever. But weirdly enough, like, usually it irritates me. It didn't really irritate me last night. I just kind of laid there, and I felt very content. I don't even really know how to explain it. I felt very full of love and gratitude. Alex and I talking to him last night, I just felt very close to my husband. You guys have been so sweet and supportive. Everybody's been checking on me. I'm just like, you know, life goes on, and I don't want to just stay stuck in misery forever. And it just was like, I don't know, last night was a nice night. But I had a hard time falling asleep. But it didn't really irritate me. It just took a while for me to fall asleep. So I finally did. And then Alex, he, like, came over this morning. He sat on the edge of the bed, and he was like, he kissed me goodbye, and we talked for a little bit this morning. But then I couldn't fall asleep after he left. And so I had a hard time falling back to sleep. I was glad that he did it, but I had a hard time falling asleep. And so when I did, like, my alarm went off at 10. I was like, no, ma'am. Like, when I woke up today, I was like, I don't even know that I'm going to film any videos. I was kind of sad again when I woke up today. I was. You know, it hit me hard in the mornings, and I kind of was sad, and I was like, you know what, maybe I won't film any videos today. And then I was like, you know what, you felt that way yesterday, and you filmed videos, and it was really, really good for you. So I talked about this on my Peterisms channel as far as, like, remembering. I related it to social anxiety, and I talked about, like, my friend Erin, her Halloween party. That was, like, one of the first things I went to. And I was so apprehensive about going to it, and then I went to it, and I had such a great time, and then afterwards, I was like, remember that. Like, remember that for further things that you are afraid or don't want to go to in the future. And I still, to this day, I do that. I always think about the Halloween party and that. I didn't really want to go to it, but I ended up having such a great time that I couldn't wait for the next thing on the way home. So today when I woke up, I was kind of like, well, I don't really even feel like making any videos. I was sad, and then I was like, no, yesterday was really good for you. Yesterday was a really good day. And a lot of it had to do with you getting out of yourself and being distracted, making videos and laughing and talking about things that didn't just have to do with Boo Radley, even though I did in my videos talk about Boo Radley, but it wasn't just about that. And I was like, you know, I think that you gotta like move through the pain. You gotta put one foot in front of the other. And so I reminded myself that I was like, okay, I'm gonna make videos, but I ended up snoozing the alarm for quite a while. So I didn't make any videos. Oh, this is what happened. So I got up and, the company called us and they were like, we're like really early, like we're way ahead of our schedule today. Can we come out there earlier? And at that point it was like noon, maybe 12:30 or something like that. And so I was like, yeah, absolutely. So he came out here. It was probably earlier than that. But anyway, he came out here. He was out here about an hour and a half. Really, really nice guy. He'd actually been out here before, he said. Because I looked at him. Because he just kind of went in and out, and I sat out here the whole time because I didn't want to like bother him. I just wanted him to like, you know, he was in the basement working and stuff. A really nice guy. And I go, you look, he reminded me of Tanya's son. He looked a little bit like Tanya's son. And I was like, I know him somewhere, like somehow where he, like he works somewhere, like I know him, like he looks familiar to me. And I said to him, I said, you look really familiar to me. And I said, you kind of look like my best friend's son a little bit. And he goes, do you not remember I was out here before? And I go, you were? And he goes, yeah, you gave me the puzzles. Do you not remember that? I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, yeah, he was like, we had a really nice conversation I was telling you about it. So anyway, he was super, super nice guy. And so he fixed it. And it wasn't like a difficult fix at all. So I know everybody was like giving me all these different, listen, people were telling me about, I appreciate the suggestions on how to do it myself. I don't think you guys realize that if I went down there, or Alex and I went down there, we are not technological, okay? And my husband's definitely more technological than I am, and that's maybe only by like just a little bit. But if we went down there and tried to fix that thing, we'd need a new furnace because we would tear it apart. So it basically was just like, it was dirty, but also water and condensation had gotten in there. And so he had to clean up all of that. He doesn't even know how it got in there. He's like, he showed it to me before and after he cleaned it. He's like, I have no idea. It was like dried, like the water was like, you could see where it had dried like on the top of it. And he was like, I don't even know how water got in here or anything. And so he was out there for a while and he fixed it. And then we scheduled like the winter, because he's like, to keep it up. I was like, so we don't need a new furnace. He's like, oh no, not at all. He's like, you guys are like far away from needing a new furnace. I was like, oh, thank God. So he was like, but it is going to cost for the service. I was like, oh no, obviously. He was down there for a long time. But he set the heat in the house because he was trying to like keep it running to see if it was going to 77 in our house. Okay, the highest we ever put our heat on, usually like lately, I don't know, in the winter, maybe in the winter we do it higher, but it's like 70, 71. So we had it on it to 77. When he left, it was at 74. And I swear to God, it was like a sweat box inside the house. And so, but I was like, we don't need a new furnace. He was like, oh, no, not at all. He was like, you guys, not anywhere in the near future. He was like, but you do need to like schedule cleanings, come out here and have regular cleanings done on it. So got that all set up. He like told me like the dates, like Alex like to do all the scheduling for that. So I told Alex when to schedule it for the winter and the summer. Cause I was like, is this the winter cleaning? He's like, no, you probably need to do it at the beginning of 2025. Like, January or February. He's like, you probably need to like have, you know, he goes, but you need to book it. So Alex is going to book that tomorrow. So got all that scheduled and got all that. He told me all about that and explained to me everything that's going on and whatever. So our furnace is fixed, but then he left. And then I was like, oh, well, I've got a bunch of time to film videos. So I put up this thing on my Instagram last night about my unpopular opinions because I'm trying to kind of like phase back slowly into doing drama videos. I just don't really have it in me to sit down and watch like 3 to 4 videos to do research on stuff right now. I've watched some TikToks and clips and stuff like that, but I just don't really have it in me to like, it is really coming down, so I guess my walk is not happening tonight. But I don't really have it in me to like watch a bunch of videos and do a bunch of research about stuff. I just don't have it in me, you know? Like, I know that Jeffree Star is going on Trisha Paytas' podcast, and I'll have to watch that, and that'll probably be like 2 or 3 hours long, and I will watch that when it comes out, and I'll do that video. But like today and yesterday, probably tomorrow and Thursday, I don't feel it. I don't feel like sitting down and watching a bunch of videos about that. So I'm kind of slowly getting myself back into it. And so I did this unpopular opinions video today. It ended up being like 54 minutes. The battery stopped. I cannot believe I'm at the 30-minute mark already. But the drama video ended up being like 54 minutes long. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, how did it end up being like almost an hour long? But I had fun doing that. And I talked about the election in there and talked about people choosing not to vote, because somebody asked me my opinion about people choosing not to vote. So I talked a lot about that over there. And talked about Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Chappell Roan, Miracle Whip. What are other opinions? Jeffree Star, Tana Mojo, Michaela Noguera. I don't remember all of who I talked about in there. Oh, Adam McIntyre. Some people asked me about him, what I thought about his podcasts and stuff. Who else? Beyonce. A couple people asked me about Beyonce. I haven't really kept up with anything that's going on in pop culture in like the last month. That's part of why I need to like kind of slowly get back into this, because I haven't really been keeping up with this stuff. You know? So I did that drama video. It was nice to laugh and just talk for an hour. It was really nice. And then I got done with that, and I wanted to do the booktube video of God of the Woods, but I was waiting to do that one because I wanted to get the other videos done first. And so I did, right after that I did my TV. So I try to do my drama and my TV videos first, because I have to like read like office stuff on like the notes, like, or the questions that people are asking me. And so I get those two done first, and then I can upload the videos on my phone as I'm making videos. And so I got those first two done. Then I did the Manhattan Alien Abduction on Netflix. I did my reaction to that. It's a funny video. I had fun doing that video today. It was really fun. I did like voices and stuff. It was fun. And then I started uploading the drama video, and then I came back upstairs and I did a Peterisms video. My plan was to film on all my channels except for I was going to film on all my channels today. And so I did a Peterisms video. That actually, I was just going to do like an 8 or 9 minute video. That ended up being like 17 minutes. And then I turned around, I did a haul, because I got my new Keurig, but I got a bunch of other stuff too. I got my pedometer, and I showed these wool mittens that I bought the other day for walking, that I got at Fresh Time, and some Poopery and coffee, different coffee that I got, holiday coffee. So I did that haul, and then when I got done with that, I was going to do a review video, and I was going to come out here to do it. And then right as I got done with that, Alex was actually supposed to be home later than he was, and he came home, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to get these videos up and go vlog, and tomorrow or Thursday, I'm not going to like stress myself out by not getting these videos done. So the only channels I didn't film on today were my review channel and my booktube channel, but I was going to, but I just didn't get to those. So plus I was also kind of like, I have a feeling probably most people are going to be watching like the election results and stuff online, CNN and the news and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I don't think people are going to be wanting to watch a bunch of videos tonight, unless they wanted to distract them. But I know there's a lot of people that don't live in the United States that watch my videos too. So I did want to film enough videos, you know, but I didn't want to like do all of that today, because I know a lot of people are watching election results and stuff like that. So, and we'll probably watch some of that tonight. And then, I mean, I'm not going to walk, so, and I don't think this is going to stop. The thing about walking, like, I don't mind walking in the rain. Like, I'll put on a raincoat and walk in the rain. The problem is, it's so dark on the streets that I don't want to fall or step into a puddle and fall. And so, and I don't want to walk with a flashlight. I mean, a lot of people do in this neighborhood, but I don't want to walk. I mean, it's, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like dark outside right now. So, it's so weird on the camera. Like, it's showing that area up there like as light. It is like pitch black outside. You can see there's a plane up there. It's like pitch black outside. I don't know why it's showing it that it's actually like lighter than it is. It's so weird how it does that on camera. I mean, it's dark outside. I don't know why it does that. But anyway, so I probably won't take my walk tonight. Now I'm kind of like talking myself out of ordering something. Now I don't even feel like that. Fernalicious is blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. So I don't know what we'll do, what we'll watch tonight. Tuesday, I got 1,000 Pound Sisters to watch tonight. What else do I have? I didn't watch, I mean, I probably won't watch that tonight unless I'm going to turn around and do a review of it tomorrow. Oh, that's my watch TV shows. Weekly TV shows. Okay, so my weekly TV shows. Salt Lake City. One of the, New York, I think, is on tonight, maybe. But we'll probably watch those tomorrow. Salt Lake City, Orange County, New York. No, those aren't tonight. 1,000 Pound Sisters is on tonight. Survivor is on. Oh, I still have to watch The Golden Bachelorette from last week. So I'll watch that tonight. House of Villains, Found. And I added Matlock on here. Thursday. It comes on Thursdays. And I have 4 episodes to watch for this. Because it's the brand new season of it. Brand new. It's the premiere season of it. So I've got 4 episodes. So tonight I might watch 1 or 2 of those. But I want to watch Elsbeth as well. And Elsbeth is like 45 minutes an episode. Elsbeth, I'm on episode 3 out of 10 on season 1. And then Real Murders on Elm Street, because I got to watch all those. I think there's 6 total. I have to watch all of those for the book club on Sunday. Criminal Minds, I'm not really watching that anymore. So yeah. I'm excited to just be, so I'll probably just take a shower tonight instead of walking and stuff. I don't want to get soaking wet walking, but I'll get soaking wet taking a shower and put on some cozy pajamas and watch some shows. I'll probably take a nap later tonight for a little bit. I'm really enjoying my naps. It's not even just about the sleeping during the nap. It's just about feeling safe and cozy in the bed. Oh, that was the other thing, is I wanted to change the sheets today. My plan was to wash the bamboo sheets that we bought and put new bedding on there. Not necessarily the Christmas bedding, but some new bedding. But I think I'm gonna wash the comforter, the gray comforter, and the bamboo sheets tomorrow. I'll just put as soon as I get up, I'll put the bamboo sheets in the washing machine so I can put them in the dryer while I'm gone with Caroline. And then, I know this is so boring, isn't it? I feel like I'm talking to my friend or Alex. This is where Alex is like, he's rolling on TikTok going, telling me these things. But anyway, it's fine because when he comes home from work, I'm like, how was your day? And he's like, well, I did this spreadsheet. I'm like, The deep conversations of marriage, right? But so I can put the sheets in the dryer. When I get up, I'll put them in the washer. Then by the time I leave, they'll be ready. I'll put them in the dryer. And then I can put the comforter in the washer. And then tomorrow I can put that stuff back on there. I love the bamboo sheets. I swear by bamboo sheets now. Just having one pair. But I really, really like them. So I'll probably put those up there tomorrow. I really like having the ghost comforter on there. Alex really likes the ghost comforter. He uses it every night. It's very soft, but it's got ghosts on it. I need to get the ghosts off there. But I'm not necessarily ready yet. I think I'm going to wait till like the day after Thanksgiving. I don't know, maybe the week of Thanksgiving. I'll put like the Christmas bedding and stuff up there and the Christmas decorations out. I'm not necessarily ready to do all that. The mums are dead. I mean, they are dead. And you can see I have the hose right here, and I've been like watering them and these mums, I know they don't look like it on camera. They still look pretty good, but they're not. They're dead. I don't know if you can see them. You guys are like, those are not dead. They are. If the sun was out, you would see. Like my neighbor across the street, she even came and she said, you need to, those are dead. She was like, those mums are bad. They are. You can't, it's so weird what stuff shows up on camera, but those mums are not doing good anymore, so. But I'm not ready to get all the Christmas stuff out yet. I don't know, maybe I'll bring it out like a little bit every couple days from the basement. After Boo, the pumpkins are like soaking wet and mushy. I need to throw those out this week, and the mums. But after Boo, I was kind of like, at first I was kind of like, I don't even care about Christmas this year or whatever, like. But I don't feel like that anymore. I don't know. I think, like, one of the things about grieving that's so interesting is whether it's Christmas or Halloween or me talking about an influencer and watching a video about him or whatever, it's like in that moment where you've lost something that's so important to you, you don't really care about the rest of it. You just don't. Nothing, like, it really brings out what's important. And I think in that moment, that next couple days, it just was like, I don't care about Halloween, I don't care about Christmas. I don't care about any of it. None of it matters anymore because he's gone. I'm not really there today. I feel like I'm a little bit past that today. And I think moving through and stuff. Oh, I just want to say, somebody, this is how you leave a nice comment, okay? But somebody left a comment on a video a couple days ago, and I don't remember who said it, but they said, like, hey Peter, do you have therapy this week? Kind of like being like, it would probably be good for you to have therapy this week. I don't have an individual session. If I needed to have an individual session, he would book one with me. I don't feel like I necessarily do. We have couples counseling on Friday. But like, if something comes up and I feel like he'll get me in that day, which is fantastic about my therapist, but we have couples counseling on Friday. I think that'll be good enough. I think it'll be good for Alex and I to go in there and talk about it together. And I'm sure that that'll probably be a really highly emotional therapy session. But I love that comment that it was just really nice how they said it. When I read it, I was like, you're, like, this is literally how one of my friends would say it to me. Like, Tanya would be like, she'd be like, sweetie, do you have therapy this week? I'd be like, what are you getting at, Tanya? I just think it might be good for you to have therapy this week, you know? Like, I really thought it was sweet how they left that comment. So thank you for that. I feel like I'm doing okay. I feel like today I'm doing okay. It's a day-to-day thing. I mean, tomorrow I might wake up and be a complete wreck. I don't know. Caroline is a deep person, but not a highly, like, she has a heart, like, she's a very private, emotional person. And she was checking in about Boo Radley through the whole thing. When Caroline and I seem to be able to pull emotion out of each other. When we went over there for Halloween, she was very careful with me when we walked in there. I mean, she asked a little bit about Boo, but she was very careful. Like, I think she was like, let's just let Peter have some fun and not focus all this, which I was thankful for, right? I mean, everybody asked about Boo and stuff like that. But I think tomorrow, Caroline and I always have very deep talks when we drive around. And I think tomorrow we probably will, and I think it'll probably bring out some of that with me. I'll either come home and be like, I'm just filming my vlog, I don't feel like filming anything else. I don't know that it necessarily would be bad for me to take a day off tomorrow either and just film my vlog. You know, like, I came back and I filmed, what, 5 or 6 videos yesterday, 5 videos today. I mean, that's 11, I mean, that's a lot of videos, you know? I don't know that it would be bad for me to, like, maybe just do a haul of whatever I buy shopping. I don't even really have that much stuff to buy shopping tomorrow. So I don't know that it would be bad for me. I mean, my cottage cheese is still good. That's in there. I've got meals in the freezer. You know, I've got coffee. I went and bought coffee on Sunday with Alex at Fresh Time. I've got stuff to do reviews of. I don't really have a bunch of stuff to buy tomorrow. So, I don't have anything at Costco, but she'll want to go. I mean, Trader Joe's, if I go there, I'll probably buy some things. But, I don't know. I might do like a haul or something like that, or I might, when I come home, do like, well, I would like to do the review tomorrow, and I would like to do the booktube video. So, but I might wait. I might get home tomorrow and be like, I'll wait till Thursday. The thing is, she's coming early to get me, which means I'll probably be home by like 2:30, the latest, which means that gives me all afternoon. So unless I film my vlog early and then just go for a walk, I probably will film a couple videos tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, Jude. I don't know why I haven't heard about that song. Jude. I like have this list of dog names for in the future. You know what? I'm going to put that on there right now. My mom loved that song by the Beatles. Hey, Jude. I was thinking of, okay, so for dog names, hold on a second. Dog names. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd like to have another To Kill a Mockingbird name. I like Atticus, but I think it has to be a very specific dog that would be an Atticus. I also actually thought, in honor of Boo Radley, getting a dog and naming him Arthur. Because Boo Radley is actually Mr. Arthur. And calling him well, he's Mr. Arthur Radley, but I would call him Mr. Arthur. Because that's what Scout calls Boo Radley. She calls him Mr. Arthur in the movie and in the book. So I thought about getting a dog and calling him Mr. Arthur. I don't know that I won't do that. The problem is that somebody that I'm friendly with that started on BookTube and now is an author, Robbie Weber, he's a really sweet guy, really nice guy. he has a dog that his name is Arthur, and so like that'll always be in my head. Like I would love to have a dog named Stevie, like after Stevie Nicks. But this couple that we met in England a couple years ago, well, we met them in Mexico, but they're from England. They're from London, and they have a little dog named Stevie, and so I see their pictures all the time. I always think, you know, but so I don't want a dog that's people that I know. It's like why when Tanya got a dog and she named it Scout, it's why Boo Radley ended up being Boo Radley. I was going to name the dog Scout, whether it was male or female. And then she got a dog like a couple weeks before and she named it Scout. And I was like, Tanya, you knew I wanted that name. And she was like, babe, there's like thousands of Scouts. Like it's one of the most common dog names. So I don't know. I want something that has to do... I'll probably more than likely get a male dog. So I want something that... I would love to have something from To Kill a Mockingbird again. But Jim and Dill, I think Dill might be on the list, actually. Jim, I would not name a dog Jim. Dill, I might. But Dill, in all honesty, is not one of my favorite characters from To Kill a Mockingbird. So, I don't know what I would name him. Atticus, Mr. Arthur. I like Mr. Arthur a lot. And I feel like that kind of plays homage to Boo Radley a little bit. Boo Radley was such a great name for a dog, and he was such a Boo Radley that I don't, like, you know, I think when certain people carry names, I think I'm a big name person. Names in books, names of characters in shows, names of people. Like, when people, like, name their kids, I always ask them, like, why did you name, like, names are important to me. Like, names were important to my mom and my dad, and so, like, how I became Peter Alexander was, like, important to my mom. And so, like, you know, like, I love the stories behind all that. And so, you know what, I need to actually, I always keep a list of character names that I like for books that I'll probably never write. And so, I should probably go through my character name list in there, too. Do I have that in here? I always love the name Monday for a girl, for a character. Actually, she's in one of the books that I started writing years ago. Character names. Character names. Oh, I do. Oh my god. But see, so many of these have been used so much. Sawyer, Lainey, Jagger, Holly, Billy, Hunter, Rocco. Rocco's on my list of dog names. I love that for a dog. Jasper. There's a lot of Jaspers. Casper. Monday. Story. I love that name. Burke. Simon. Toby. Ace. Coco. June. These are a lot of, they could be dog names. June, July. Buzz. Oh, Buzz would be a cute name for a dog, wouldn't it? Buzz. Parker, Hudson. Bruno. Cancun. I wonder where I came up with these. Probably while I was there. Jagger I have on here twice. So I was going to write a book called Joplin and Jagger, and it was going to be about this girl and guy, and they, like, became friends because they were doing, like, detention that they got while they were in trouble. And they incidentally were both their parents named them after their favorite rock stars. And one was named Joplin after Janis Joplin, and the other one was named Jagger after Mick Jagger. Marlowe. That's weird. I think I put that on here before. When did I put this on here? Oh, 2017. I haven't touched this list. It's the day before my birthday, June 28th, 2017, 12:26 a.m. That would have been before Marlo Hampton that I would have known about her on Housewives. Garbo. Vanna. Like Vanna White. That'd be a good dog name, actually. Oh, PJ, I love that. I might name... I was going to say BJ, but I don't love BJ. For a dog like Boo Jr. Alex and I actually, Cruz and Diego, those are two names are on my dog list already, I think. I don't know if Cruz is. Diego is my number one name. Diego and Rocco. I'll put Cruz on here. No. We know somebody named Cruz. I don't want to name after somebody I know. When PB passed away, Alex, for a fleeting moment, when he thought that he might still want another dog, was like, well, if we did get another dog and we got a Chihuahua, because we really talked about getting a Chihuahua back in the day. I'm not saying I wouldn't have another Chihuahua, but now I kind of like, I want something like fluffy, like a fluffy mutt is what I want. I would love to. I would love to have 2 fluffy mutts and a Chihuahua and call them Pee-Pee, Tucker, and Boo Radley, and have. I mean, not really. I would love to have our dogs back again. You know. So whatever dog I get will be the dog that I'm supposed to have. I don't know, but we were walking down the beach in Mexico right after Pee-Pee had passed away, and Alex was like, "Well, if we did get another Chihuahua, we could get, you know, another one, and we could call it Junior, like after, you know, like Pee-Pee Junior, but we wouldn't call him Pee-Pee Junior. We just call him Junior." But then that lasted about 3 days, and Alex was like, "No, I don't ever want a dog again," which everybody's like, he'll change his mind, If he does, if he doesn't. So, you know, that's Alex's life. I mean, I respect my husband and his choices, but I mean, he's like, you have as many dogs you want. If you want to have 6 dogs, have 6 dogs. I used to think that I wanted to do senior rescue dogs. Down the road, I may do that. I don't think my next dog will be a senior rescue dog. I think after everything with Boo Radley, I think there is a special place in heaven for people that take care of senior rescue dogs or animals. I just really think there are. And I don't know that I belong in that special place in heaven. I just don't know that I have what it takes. I wish I did, and maybe I'll get there. And maybe our second or third dog that we get will be a senior rescue dog, but I don't think the next one that I get will be. But you know what's changed is I used to always say, like, I wanted a puppy. Like, or something that was like, because most rescue puppies are, you know, like 2 or 3 months, 4 months old. I don't really care about that. Caroline adopted Mabel, and she's 5. And I love that little dog so much. I mean, Mabel is a fantastic dog. Mabel. Caroline always says, Mabel loves her mama. I'm like, how's Mabel doing? Mabel loves her mama. She always says that. So I don't know what the rest of this week holds. I didn't even ask Alex if he has a lot of plans for the rest of the week. I don't think he does. So after work today, he went and he looked at a new work computer. But he said he was only there for like 20 minutes, and then he came home. And tomorrow, I don't think he has anything for the rest. He might. I don't know. I don't think he does, though. So tomorrow I have Cousin Fun Day. Oh, no, he does. There is something that he's doing this weekend. Because he asked me if I wanted to... Was that for next week? I don't know. I just want to sit here in my comfy cozy house, in my comfy cozy clothes, and watch comfy cozy TV shows. Well, not necessarily comfy cozy TV shows. I asked Alex the other night, I was like, because I'm trying to figure out what I want to start, you know, TV show, like getting into a longer one again. Yellowstone versus Ozark. And he goes, oh, 100% Yellowstone. Did I talk about this already? And I was like, yeah, but Yellowstone's not really a thriller, is it? And he goes, well, yeah, it's a thriller, kind of. I mean, it's about protecting land and stuff like that. He was like, but Ozark's like really dark. And I go, okay, like, he goes, it's like about like drug dealers. And I go, you loved it, Tanya loved it, everybody that loved it loved Ozark. He's like, well, you can, he goes, but I would definitely go with Yellowstone over Ozark. So for those of you out there that have watched Yellowstone and Ozark, which one would you tell me to watch next? That's your assignment for the comment section below. Cheers, let me know. But right now, my goal is to, this week, finish Elspeth and watch all of my other shows. And just do the best that I can. Each day, just do the best that I can and film the videos that I feel like filming and sleep when I feel like filming and walk, or sleep when I feel like filming, sleep when I feel like sleeping, and walk when I can if it's the weather's permitting. Oh, I was going to look at the weather, wasn't I? And listen to my audiobook. Yeah, on the Lauren Spurrier book, I'm right at the beginning, and it's 2 hours and 15 minutes, and that's at 2x2 speed. I usually listen to books at like 2x5 speed. So if I speed it up more, it'll probably be less than 2 hours I have. So, I don't know, I'll probably sit there, if I don't walk, I'll probably sit out here tonight and listen to a little bit while this is rendering and stuff, and get this started. Did I buy another book? Oh, I bought the new Misfortune book, March Madness just came out today. It's 11 hours. It's a long Misfortune book by Janet DeLeon. Tanya just read The Blue Hour by Paula Hawkins, which I think is my book for November. Okay, weather for tomorrow. I'm like almost at the end of like 24 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, tomorrow's 67. Sunshine and clouds. I'm glad we got our heat fixed because Thursday and Friday it's supposed to get down into the 30s at night. Sunshine and clouds tomorrow. So tomorrow night I'll be able to walk. Thursday 58. I'll bundle up, but I'll be able to walk. 36 on Thursday night. Friday 61. Generally sunny. Remember when somebody said it, they thought it was so funny because I was looking at the weather and I said it's almost the middle of November. Now look, it's almost the middle of November. Who's laughing now? People be like, it's the 5th of November. I know, but on my weather app. Okay, so the next rain is supposed to happen on Saturday. Occasional showers in the afternoon. Sunday, steady rain in the morning, showers continuing in the afternoon, chance of rain 80%. And then next Wednesday and Thursday, I gotta buy a walking pad. That's my goal. Ooh, it's gonna get cold. We're just in the 60s and the 50s. 69 is the high for the next 2 weeks. But then at night, it's not that cold. It's like 40, 41. That's not too bad. Could be like 30, you know. Oh blah dee, oh blah da, life goes on. Yeah, da da da, life goes on. Where do you look on here to see? People always are telling me about like pollen count and migraines and stuff like that. So today I actually woke up and I didn't really have that bad of a headache. And last night I didn't either, which is probably why I felt so much better. But throughout the day, I started getting a worse headache. Where does it say here? There's a hurricane coming towards the Gulf. Raphael. Allergies. Medium. Allergies and wellness. Oh. Breathing. Skin and health, cold and flu. It doesn't say anything about migraines on here. How do you look that up on the weather app? Does anybody know? I would like to know that. Somebody's revving up their car. Do you hear that? Oh, you know what I want to look and see? How many pathetic steps I did last night. I said something and somebody was like, 10,000 is good steps, Peter. I was like, oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, my steps for yesterday. 10,132. But the night before I did 11,578. Can you see the one day that I didn't walk? Look at my today. You can't even see it hardly. I need to get out there and walk. But I can't because it's raining. Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day. You know what I haven't done? Because of everything going on is I haven't read comments on my vlog for a while. Rachel said the Sugar Cookie Native Body Wash is so good. Okay. Well, Rachel, because you said that, maybe I will. Rachel said, Peter, maybe when it's cold, you can wear leggings with shorts over them. I feel like that is like, it's not like a new thing. Like, my nephews, and then Carlos, my brother-in-law, like, when he plays baseball and stuff like that and coaches, like, they always wear the leggings with the shorts over it. It's not like a new thing in the last couple of years. I feel like they all, like, all of Carlos's friends, like, not Carlitos, my nephew, but his friends do it too. But Carlos, my brother-in-law, okay? Like, he and all of his friends, like, they wear the shorts with the leggings, like the Lycra leggings underneath it. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Okay, I could do that. Christy said, thanks for the vlog, hugs and love to you as all. Thank you, Christy. Oh, I was talking about Joseph. I guess his name is Quinn. Said Amber, who I was talking about was in that movie, The Quiet Place. I did not even realize this when I was looking at his picture because, was in Stranger Things. And then when people started commenting on it left and right in my video, and I was like, oh my god, that guy is from Stranger Things. He played that guy, the girl's brother that was like the heavy metal guy. Ooh, I just got wet. It's like really coming up here now. Kimberly said, I hope you and Alex are doing well, as well as you can be. Well, oh, thank you so much, Kimberly. I appreciate it. Charlotte put lots of hearts. Lynn said, oh my gosh, you walked alone in the dark at night while listening to horror? I could never. I mean, it's not that dark. There's street lights and stuff out there. There's people like sitting on their front porch and stuff. I mean, it's like people sit around it. I mean, all these neighborhoods, people sit outside their front porch like I do. This neighborhood's quiet, but in these, I mean, full yards and stuff like that. Kids are playing basketball in their yard, and their parents are sitting out on the front porch till like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So it's not like I'm walking down some windswept street where nobody can see me, you know. Hassie said 11,578 steps you go, Peter. Oh, thank you. Michelle said, where am I at on time? Oh, it's going to stop here in just a second. Michelle said, I want to wait till it gets to the very end. So here we are. We're waiting for the battery to stop in 4, 3, 2. I'm at an hour. Okay. So Michelle said, liked God in the Woods, but it was hard to keep with all the characters. Felt like I needed to take notes. Currently listening to Look Closer by David Ellis. It's fantastic. I'll have to look into that book. I didn't feel like there were tons of characters, but I do understand what you mean by taking notes, because it was very confusing at parts. Morgan said she did the same thing when her boyfriend passed away in 2016 that you mentioned doing last night when you were walking, not caring if you were being safe. She said, I did that for a solid year, and it's a miracle I'm still intact. Wow. I was just like numb and truly didn't give a damn what happened to me. Grief is a weird beast. You're absolutely right, it is. And you know what? You kind of said it even better than I said it the other night. That's kind of how I was the other night when I was just like walking. I mean, I'm more protective, obviously, the last couple nights, but I was kind of like that. I was just kind of like... I mean, I did kind of feel like that. Like, my dog is gone, you know? Like, come at me. You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of was like that. But I do take precautions when I walk. I'm very safe when I walk. When cars come down the street or people are walking behind me, I'm very careful of what's going on. And I walk different ways every single night. Okay, Prissy Kitty. Oh, now I don't remember what you sent me a message, and I don't remember what your name is. Oh, I'm sorry, because I was like, oh, she said I'm Prissy Kitty. Okay. When you're up to do it, remember we discussed making a list of the programs you watch weekly, and then at the end of the month, a list of the ones you could that you watch for the month that you could screenshot here, which I think would be good because many of your YouTuber watchers do not have Instagram. Well, you do because you sent me a message, girl. You're talking about the other watchers. Okay. So it gives us all a chance when you're feeling better. I would love to have that list from October still, because everything that you suggest I watch is absolutely my taste. Okay. So where do I put that to screenshot it? Like, that's the question I ask, and maybe I missed. Maybe that was right around the time that Boo passed away and I didn't read the comments about it. So can you please let me know where to put the screenshot of it? I don't know where to put the screenshot of it if I don't do it on Instagram. I mean, I can do that. I can put it like on the community tab over here. I could do that. I could put it on the community tab for the vlog if you guys want that. Then people that don't ever watch them, they'll be like, what is going on over here? Shows I watched in October. But I can do that. Official Hands and Big Adventures. You are always so sweet to me, by the way, I just want to say. Said, I don't think you realize how much you are helping us by simply putting out these videos. I'm crying right along with you as you talk out your grief. This feels like a safe place for me. Thank you so much. It feels like a safe place for me, too. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I don't know your real name because your name is Official, The Hands, Big Adventures. But I know you've watched forever and you've given me super thanks. And you've just been really sweet and supportive. And I really say I appreciate that. But the battery just went to the halfway mark. Somebody said, Savannah said Joseph Quinn was in Stranger Things. Louder Than Life said, Peter, know that you are sharing your grief is so helpful, especially for me who really never had anyone teach me or show me how to cope. You also inspire me to keep going when the going gets tough, and I'm not so excited about doing things. You inspire me to continue on and do those things I don't want to do. I really appreciate you saying that to me. And in all honesty, that inspires me to keep on sharing whatever I'm going through in my life, good and bad and in between. Listen, I don't think any of us have a formula for how to work through this stuff. Life would be a lot easier if we did, but life would also be boring because it's the learning and the working through it and the moving through it that we learn, you know? And that's why it's not beating somebody up for their journey and what their grief process looks like, or getting out of a relationship or moving or their first job or their 9th job or just feeling stuck in life. It's like, let's not beat people up for stuff like that or judge them or whatever. Everybody's journey looks different, you know? Your journey looks different than mine, looks different than somebody else's, right? Like, let's have conversations about it and talk about it. And that's all I ever try to do over here is come and share just what's going on with my life. It's not the only example, it's just one. But I think to open up the conversation, I mean, this does feel like a safe place for me to come over here and share what's going on with my life. It feels like a safe place for me because of you, for you guys. You guys being as receptive and sweet and supportive as you are, and so nice and giving and kind and compassionate, that's what makes this feel like a safe place. Not because it's called Peter Vlogs and I vlog over here every day. It feels like a safe place because of the reception that I get over here. And that's because of you guys. And I'm forever grateful for that. So, with that being said, I'm going to get off here and I'm going to go render this vlog and start getting it uploaded. I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Tuesday. If it's raining where you're at, stay dry. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And, yeah. So, I don't know why, but I was thinking about Cody Brown and Sister Wives and all this kind of stuff. But I almost said, keep sweet, pray and obey. But no, we're not going to say that. Because that's a cult. And we're definitely not a cult. No, we're not. We're just a bunch of people that hang out and listen. You know, like June Carter Cash said, we're just trying to get by one day at a time, right? And I love you guys so much. So thank you for everything. And thanks for giving me a safe place to share what's going on in my life each and every day. Not just this last week or last month, but every day that I've been doing this for the last 8 years. It's really magical over here and I love it. And that's because of you guys. I'm so grateful for you. So I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing day and have a great night tonight and a great day. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. And take care of yourself. Do one nice thing for yourself today. All right? I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.